Okay, let's talk about something that, let's be honest, can bring on a little bit of dread, the performance review. But what if we've been looking at it all wrong? What if it's not some final judgment, but actually a blueprint, one designed specifically for your professional growth? That's what we're going to dig into today.
So think about it. Your last performance review. Did it feel like a genuine partnership, or did it feel a little more like a one-sided judgment? Yeah, most of us have been there. But the truth is, the whole process, when done right, is designed to be a constructive collaboration from the very beginning to the very end.
You see, the biggest misconception is that performance management is just that one annual meeting. It's not at all. It's actually a continuous cycle, a journey that moves from planning all the way to renewal, and then it starts all over again. It's like a living blueprint for your development. And this blueprint, it's built on 6 distinct stages. We're going to walk through them. From laying the groundwork with prerequisites to planning, execution, and review, each step logically flows right into the next. When you put them all together, they create this really powerful engine for continuous improvement.
So where does a cycle like this even begin? Well, just like any successful project, it starts with a rock-solid foundation. These initial stages are all about laying that groundwork, making absolutely sure everyone is on the exact same page before the real work even kicks off. The cycle starts with what we call prerequisites. Think about it. Before you can set your own personal goals, you have to understand the bigger picture, right? This stage is all about making sure everyone knows the company's mission and exactly how their role fits into that vision. It's all about total clarity from day one.
And that clarity leads us right into stage 2, performance planning. Now, this is a 2-player game. The manager's job is to connect the team's work to the big company strategy. Your job, to collaborate on setting goals that are clear, that are measurable, and that genuinely help you grow. It's a dialogue, not a directive.
Okay, so with a solid plan locked in, we enter the second act of the cycle. This is where the rubber meets the road. It's the phase that's all about action, followed by a fair and balanced assessment of how it all went.
Stage 3 is performance execution. This is where you bring all those plans to life. But here's the crucial part. It's not just about doing the work. It's about the ongoing support and feedback. You're not just sent off to an island to fend for yourself. This is supposed to be a period of active coaching and continuous guidance from your manager.
So, you've done the work, you've been getting the feedback, but how does it all get measured in a way that's actually fair and comprehensive? Well, that question leads us directly into our 4th stage. Performance assessment isn't just about one person's opinion. A truly balanced view has to pull from multiple sources. We're talking objective data, your own self-assessment, feedback from your peers, and other evaluation tools. The goal here is to create a full 360-degree picture, not just some narrow little snapshot. All right, now we're at the final, and you could argue the most crucial stages of the cycle. This is where we close the loop on the current period, and this is the important part. Use that conversation to fuel everything that comes next. This quote really gets to the heart of it all. The ideal review is not a lecture, right? It's a 2-way conversation aimed at development. That single idea should frame everything that's about to happen. And that brings us to stage 5, the performance review itself. Yes, this is that formal meeting. But when you come into it, armed with all that data from the assessment stage, and you frame it as a developmental conversation, well, it becomes a really powerful moment to discuss results, celebrate the wins, and constructively plan for what's next. So the review is done. Is that the end? Absolutely not. It's actually the beginning of one new cycle. Which brings us to our final step, performance renewal. This is where the magic happens. All those insights from your review, they don't just get filed away in some folder. They become the direct input for setting brand new goals for the next period, kicking off the entire cycle once more. This is what turns it into a real system of continuous growth. So let's just zoom out for a second and put it all together. What have we really seen here? We've seen a process that's built not on judgment, but on partnership. A continuous cycle designed not just to measure you, but to develop you. The whole journey is a continuous loop, you see? You start with prerequisites, then you move right through planning, execution, assessment, and review. But that renewal stage, it doesn't end the process. No way! It loops you right back to planning for the next period. It never really stops, it just evolves, making you better with every single turn of the wheel. So I'll leave you with this question. What if we all just shifted our perspective a little bit?
What if your next review wasn't seen as an end, but as the exciting first draft of the blueprint for your next big success? Now that's something to think about.